Bhagavad Gita, Wisdom from the Battlefield, Episode 3, The Secret of Action. Imagine spending years preparing for an examination only to fail. Imagine building a company only to watch it collapse. Imagine dedicating your life to someone you love only to lose them. Or imagine serving your country faithfully, yet being remembered by history as a failure. Most of us measure our lives by result, success, failure, promotion, recognition, victory, defeat. We celebrate winners. We admire champions. We count achievements. But over 2,000 years ago, on the battlefield in northern India, Krishna offered an astonishing idea. Perhaps we have been measuring life in the wrong way. Arjuna has listened carefully. Krishna has explained that our deepest identity is not limited to the body. He has spoken about courage, about death, about dharma, our responsibility in life. Yet Arjuna remains troubled. He understands what Krishna is saying. But another question now appears. If I act, what if I fail? What if everything goes wrong? What if all my efforts lead only to suffering? These questions are familiar to every generation. Students worry about examinations. Scientists worry about failed experiments. Entrepreneurs fear bankruptcy. Parents wonder whether they have made the right decisions. Political leaders know that even good decisions may be misunderstood. No one controls the future, so why should we continue trying? Krishna's answer has become one of the most quoted passages in world philosophy. He tells Arjuna, "You have the right to action alone, but never to its fruit." At first, this sounds impossible. How can anyone work without caring about results? Wouldn't that make people lazy? Wouldn't ambition disappear? Krishna's answer is no. He is not asking Arjuna to stop caring. He is asking him to stop becoming enslaved by the outcome. There is a profound difference. Imagine an Olympic runner. Every morning, she wakes before sunrise. She trains in the rain. She sacrifices comfort, holidays, and countless hours of rest. Can she guarantee a gold medal? Of course not. She controls only one thing, the quality of her preparation. Or imagine a doctor. A surgeon performed a difficult operation. The entire medical team worked with extraordinary skill. Yet despite every effort, the patient may not survive. Should the doctor stop caring? Certainly not. The doctor's responsibility is to offer the finest treatment possible. The final outcome is influenced by countless factors beyond any individual control. Or think about a farmer. He prepares the soil, plants the seeds, removes the weeds, protects the crop. But can he command the rain? Can he order the sun to shine? Can he prevent every storm? Again, the answer is no. Human beings control effort. They do not control everything else. Krishna calls this wisdom. Most suffering, he suggests, comes not from action itself, but from our attachment to results. We become anxious before success arrives. We become arrogant after success arrives. We become depressed when success disappears. In every case, our peace of mind depends on something outside ourselves. Krishna asks, what happens if your happiness depends only upon doing your very best Suddenly, failure no longer destroys you. Success no longer controls you. You become free to act with clarity. This teaching is called Karma Yoga, the Yoga of Action, but many people misunderstand the word karma. In popular culture, karma often means that good deeds bring reward, while bad deeds brings punishment. That idea exists in many traditions. But Krishna is discussing something different. The Sanskrit word karma simply means action. Every action produces consequences, some immediate, some delayed, some obvious, some invisible. Krishna's question is not, will action have consequences? Of course they will. His question is, what kind of person are you becoming while you act? That changes everything. Suppose two people perform exactly the same task. One works only for money, the other works to improve people's lives. Outwardly, their actions look identical. Inwardly, they are completely different. According to Krishna, the quality of intention shapes the quality of the individual. That is why he repeatedly tells Arjuna to act without selfish attachment. Not because results do not matter, but because attachment clouds judgment. Fear whispers, what if I fail? Pride whispers, what if I succeed? Greed whispers, I want more. Anger whispers, they do not deserve fairness. When these emotions control your decision, our action becomes distorted. Krishna wants Arjuna to act from wisdom, not from fear, from responsibility, not from ego, from clarity, not from anger. This teaching has inspired people far beyond India. Mahatma Gandhi said the Bhagavad Gita became his spiritual dictionary. Whenever he faced doubt, he returned to its pages. Scientists, teachers, judges, soldiers, business leaders, and athletes have all found meaning in Krishna's advice, not because they all share the same religion, but because every human being must eventually confront uncertainty. Today, our world is more competitive than ever. Social media measures popularity by followers. Companies measure success by quarterly profits. Students measure themselves through examination scores. Even friendship can become competitions. The pressure never seems to end. Perhaps this is why Krishna's words still feel surprisingly modern. Work with your whole heart. Give your best. Learn continuously. Accept responsibility. But never allow success or failure to become your master. The battle outside us will always continue. There will always be new challenges, new disappointments, new victories. But the greatest freedom comes when our peace no longer depends entirely upon the result. Arjuna begins to understand the question is no longer, will I win? The question becomes, will I act according to wisdom? That insight changes everything. Yet Krishna is not finished. Action alone cannot bring peace. Even people who understand the right thing often fail to do it. Why? Because the greatest obstacle does not lie on the battlefield. It lies outside the human mind. Why is the mind so restless? Why does it wander, fear, desire, and resist our own best intentions? In the next episode, Krishna turns from action to the greatest challenge of all, mastering the mind itself. Because before we can conquer the world, we must first learn to govern the kingdom within.